Welcome to my channel, All Arsenal. It's been a while since I've done a video. I've gone through a few different names, Planet Arsenal, Jake's Opinion, but I think just All Arsenal is good. I've also got a Facebook page under that name, and it's got nearly 15,000 likes, so it's a pretty strong community, and I thought what better way than to kind of work off that and deliver some really good videos for you guys as well, because I've got a few subscribers that I've left behind, and I don't want you guys to think that I've just forgotten about you. I've just been very busy time in the past couple months, and I've actually got the inspiration back to kind of do this. So it's a big game coming up tonight. It's Aston Villa against Arsenal. Midweek we went to Germany and played Dortmund, and my cat's just kind of bumping the camera. Hey, go down. And yeah, we pretty much got dominated from the start. We never really looked likely to take any sort of points there. Welbeck had a few chances. But when you give up 24 chances, I think it was, with about 10 on target to 3 all up for us and 1 on target, I think it was, you're gonna lose badly. Which we didn't. 2-0 isn't too bad, but it really should have been 6 or 7-0 the way they played and just cut through our defence. If you could say that we had a defence. But yeah, I think a few changes are going to have to come into place if we're going to challenge Aston Villa, because they're undefeated at the moment. They're second on the ladder. They're coming home from Anfield, where they've just beaten Liverpool with Balotelli and Lallana debuting, and they'll be full of confidence with Paul Lambert going really well there. 3 wins and a draw, I think they are. So they're on 10 points. Chelsea top with 12, and we're stuck on 7 points, I think, with 1 win and 3 draws. 6 points, sorry. So it's going to be very difficult. They're going to play on the counter, and that's what we couldn't handle with Dortmund. And also City. We got away with it with City because we actually countered well also. So Sanchez, Wilshere, they had their best games for us this year. But with Weimann and Abonlahor, not having Benteke available right now is probably bad for us, because at least he's kind of a bigger player like a Giroud that we know he's not really going to move around too much. As long as you man up on him, you're okay. It's not like he's going to quickly get in behind Mertesacker, unlike Abonlahor and Weimann, who are very quick players and in very good form at the moment. So it's going to be difficult to curb their influence. But on the other end, the changes that I would make for us is, a lot of people are questioning Ozil. I really don't see that. I think it's unfair to say that we should sell him in January if he doesn't pick up his game. Arsene Wenger's got to play him where he has been born to play, and that is directly behind the striker, the typical number 10 role, to support Welbeck and have either side. Just imagine that, Ozil with Welbeck, and then he's got Sanchez, and say I think Ox should start. That's a lot of speed that he's just looking forward to on the wing. It's too difficult. He can't do that. He can't just look up and have 3 options where it's a simple pass and he can cut through the defence. That's not the case on the wing. It just doesn't make sense what Arsene Wenger's doing. I know it's to occupy Wilshere, Jack, but I don't see taking your record signing and your best player, and putting him in a position that he's not comfortable in to suit another player. It doesn't work. You're going to have to drop someone, and I don't think we should drop Ozil. He's a match winner. He can switch it on and he can give us 2 or 3 assists in one game, even score a goal. We need to see that ruthless side of him, but he's got it. We've seen it before with Real Madrid. We just need to get it out of him. We don't need to create that side. It's there. It's just been hidden for a few months, unfortunately, for us. But the good thing is, guys, is that we're undefeated still. We're going into this game with 0 losses. There's only 3 teams that have done that. The top 2 and us. And hopefully Chelsea do lose to City, and if we win, we're only 3 points off top if we beat Villa. And then we come home and, we've got I think it's the Capital One Cup midweek, and then we've also got Tottenham at home, back at home, which I'm confident we can get some points at. So what I would do is I'd take out Arteta. People say that maybe give Chambers a go as the defensive mid. He could not do any worse of a job than Arteta. At least he was born to be a defender. I mean, he's a right back, he's a centre back. He just needs to be that centre back ahead of the centre backs, basically. Just stand there and block the players from getting past, because he's a big boy. He can do that. Arteta can't. And I actually think Chambers is a very good passer. I don't know about you guys, but Compared to Arteta recently, I think he's a lot better and a lot more reliable on the ball. And he likes to go forward and drive, and Arteta doesn't drive. He just goes left or right. He never looks forward. He doesn't have that cutting edge that we need. I'd have Welbeck, I'd have Sanchez, Ox, Ozil, then I'd have Chambers, Ramsey, or Ramsey Wilshere. I don't see why Ramsey can't drop back, because that's what he did when we played 4-2-3-1 last year. And that's what I think we need to do again, because having the 4-1-4-1 is shocking. The gap between the defensive mid and then the rest is too great. Last week, if you look at the heat graph it's all over the internet, you can see that Ramsey and Wilshere are basically occupying the playmaker role just behind Welbeck, and then there's this massive gap in the middle of the ground where they need to be, and then where Ozil should be is, you know, further up from where they were. So it's just kind of all over the place. I don't know why Arsene Wenger's decided to go 4-1-4-1. It's one of the worst formations you could pick. And last year we were not far off the title. Our formation wasn't what cost us the title. It was injuries, it was depth. Yeah, not being able to cover players like Ramsey and Giroud when they were injured, and Walcott, who will be back soon. So I think going back to the 4-2-3-1, we've got the two defensive midfielders, so we're more stable in the centre. And they can push up if they want, but at least we know if one pushes up, we've still got someone that can stay back and support. When the defensive midfielder in our current formation pushes up, we've got all these players in the front half, and guess what? We get countered, and then they score very easily, just like Dortmund exploited. So it's going to be a difficult game, guys. I'm trying to hope that we can get a 2-1 win. Hopefully Welbeck can get his goal, because he's been close recently, but he just hasn't quite got it. But I'm hoping that he does, and he's got a very good record. He scored 3 times against Villa in the past 2 games against them when he played for United. So, and Sanchez is on a pretty sweet streak at the moment, apart from the Dortmund game. But I'd like to think that that's just a one-off, because everyone was off that night, even Sanchez, who was brilliant against City, as we saw. So hopefully they come back and they fight hard and get us some points. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think of the current formation and how you think Arsenal are going to go for the rest of the season, and your score predictions. I'm tipping 2-1. Let me know what you're tipping. Also like and subscribe and do all the usual YouTube stuff. I can't be bothered saying it all because there's so much. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and go the Gunners.